Hi, we are back, day 2, QuickBooks Connect San Jose, and now I've got with me Jon Fasoli. Now, Jon leads product management for our QuickBooks organization, including Self-Employed. My name is Rich Preece. I lead the US organization, but the real brains behind the operation is Jon and Jon's team, who really are building the magic, building the product. Now, at QuickBooks Connect, in the big exhibit hall, we've got 2 or 3 booths. One is focused on the wonderful innovation that we've done on QuickBooks Online. Another one is Self-Employed, the work we're doing for our self-employed small businesses. And then finally, QuickBooks Assistant. And what I'd love to do today is just ask Jon, what have you been sharing with our small businesses and our partners? Let's start with QuickBooks Online.
Sure, yeah, we have been absolutely swamped in the last couple of days here. For QuickBooks Online specifically, we've had a lot of customers coming up, especially after the keynote, very excited about a handful of features. I spoke to a customer this morning, her name was Sally, she's an interior designer, and she was extremely excited about our new projects features.
Yep.
So that projects feature allows her to look at a project that might take months for her to complete and see instantly the profitability and be able to assign a lot of her expenses and income to those projects. One of the things in that project will be invoicing, and now we have the ability to do progress invoicing. So Sally wanted to get paid a deposit, let's say, or break in that estimate across multiple invoices. She can now do that. So she's getting paid a lot faster, 3 times faster is what we're seeing.
That's awesome.
And then, of course, the last thing in QuickBooks Online is around getting paid more quickly. And so now if you're getting paid through QuickBooks Payments, you're getting your money as soon as next day. And then for our customers who are receiving funding through our QuickBooks Capital offering, they're also getting funding next day. So that, as a small business, is just so critical to your lifeblood to get paid quickly. And now we're helping to enable that by getting money to you faster.
Well, that's awesome. And I know that many small businesses report to us that they typically get paid in 28 days or more. So obviously the innovation of getting paid same day or next day is just incredible.
Absolutely.
So that's QuickBooks Online, but I know obviously, there's an enormous number of self-employed folks here as well the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Could you talk us through a couple of the self-employed products and projects we've been working on?
Sure, yeah, and just as a reminder for anyone watching, Self-Employed is a product that we've created specifically for those of you who are self-employed. And that's a group that has a lot of work to do when it comes to taxes. And so what we've done is we tried to build a lot of automation into that product. So you really don't have to come in and do too much work. And where you do want to do work, though, is personalizing some of your invoicing. So the team has done a lot of work around ensuring that you can customize the message you send to customers, add a logo, change the template, etc. Also, when it comes to your receipts and some of the things that are happening outside of the app, we've made it a lot faster for that information to get into QuickBooks Self-Employed. So just with the touch of a button, you can get to those quick uploads of information. Which lastly brings us to notifications. So now you can just leave the phone in your pocket and we'll let you know when you need to do something in the app, or if we have a question for you, or if you want to talk to our QuickBooks Assistant.
I love it. The app is doing more and more of the work for the customer. I love it. And then last and certainly not least, I know QuickBooks Assistant is something that people are very excited about. Sasan on the main stage this morning demoed QuickBooks Assistant.
Yeah.
He shared that we've now had over 1.5 million questions answered by QuickBooks Assistant. Could you just share a little update on QuickBooks Assistant?
Yeah, absolutely. So, last time we talked to everyone about QuickBooks Assistant was a year ago, and the really cool thing about the Assistant is that it continues to learn, so it's gotten a lot smarter. And specifically, in addition to being able to answer more questions and provide more insights to you as a customer, we're also able to do more actions for you. So if you want to ask the Assistant to upload a receipt for you, it can now do that. It can also do a number of other things, including helping you with QuickBooks. So it's now kind of the primary driver of being able to answer a QuickBooks question for you much more quickly than having to wait to talk to a human being or chat with one of our agents.
Yeah, and I know it truly is game-changing as well. It is changing the way that our customers interact with the product. It's all voiceover, and it's so much easier, frankly, than historically we've ever been able to build the product for customers. So it really is changing the way they use the product. And then finally, could you share with us maybe perhaps a couple of pieces of feedback that you've got, a couple of comments from customers? I know you've been talking to literally hundreds of customers and partners the last couple of days. What have you been hearing from them?
Yeah, absolutely. On the On the project side, which I mentioned, our accountant partners are so extremely excited to see not just that profitability information, but we now have profitability reports. So we have a whole report suite for projects. So there's a lot of excitement around that. There's a lot of excitement around what the Assistant is doing for a lot of the customers here. So we've been having fun with customers asking their specific questions into the Assistant, and the Assistant coming back and answering those questions. So there's a big theme around QuickBooks doing more work for customers, and sometimes you have to really use the product for that to come to life, but when it does, it's a really powerful moment and it's really fun to watch.
That's true. In fact, this time next year, QuickBooks Assistant might mean we don't need you at the booth anymore, Jon. All questions will be answered by QuickBooks Assistant.
If we're doing our job right, I won't be here.
This is it. Well, that's it. Again, we just wanted to share a few of the features that we've been sharing with the 5,000 attendees here at QuickBooks Connect. Big thank you to Jon and his team who are doing some wonderful work, truly innovators in our industry. Big thank you, Jon, and thank you very much from QuickBooks Connect.